Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, broadcasting live Apple Valley, People's Republic of California.
Yeah, and today we are talking about one of my most favorite topics when I was in elementary and middle school was the
Me
land
too.
of Egypt.
Yes. An international team of researchers led by Uppsala University has completed the most extensive geoarchaeological investigation of Egypt's Karnak temple complex to date. Situated within modern Luxor, Karnak is among the largest religious sites of the ancient world and forms part of a UNESCO World Heritage area. The most comprehensive study of the temple complex and its surrounding land and waterscapes identifies the earliest period of occupation and points to a possible connection with a creation myth. The study was published in Antiquity on October 6, 2025. Would you like to know more?
The study provides new evidence about the temple's origins, its possible connections to ancient Egyptian creation myths, and how its surrounding river landscape shaped the site's establishment, occupation, and growth of over three millennia. It's a long time, right?
Wow.
Yeah. Quote, our research presents the clearest understanding of the landscape upon which the ancient Egyptians founded their temple at Karnak approximately 4,000 years ago, says Dr. Angus Graham, Uppsala University, who led the team.
Yeah, so I was looking at a picture of this Karnak. It is surrounded by city, smack in the middle of the city, like 500 feet from the Nile. It's crazy. I mean, it's completely populated around it.
So you're talking about they built the temple in the middle of the city?
No, the temple was 4,000 years ago. It was just mud. But the city grew up around Karnak.
Around the temple.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Sound familiar?
Yeah, it does. It does sound familiar.
Exactly. Go to Utah.
Yep. Karnak stands about 500 meters east of today's River Nile, near the ancient city of Thebes, once Egypt's religious capital. However, the terrain looked very different when the site was first settled. The team examined 61 sediment cores taken from in and around the temple complex and analyzed tens of thousands of ceramic fragments to establish a timeline of environmental change. Their findings reveal how the Nile's channels and flood patterns evolved over thousands of years, influencing where and when people could live and build.
Before around 2520 BCE, I'm not exactly sure what that time is. The
BC.
site was
BC.
BC.
Yeah.
Is that E stand for era?
E stands for politically correct.
Oh, okay. The site was likely uninhabitable due to frequent flooding by strong Nile currents. Evidence from ceramics indicates that the first permanent activity at Karnak probably began during the Old Kingdom, circa 2591 to 2152 BC, with the earliest material dating to between circa 2305 and 1980 BC. So
4,000 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Yeah. The foundation of Karnak emerged when shifting river channels carved paths to the west and east of a natural terrace, isolating a raised area of land. This elevated ground became a stable island in the landscape, providing the ideal base for the first settlements and the early phases of temple construction.
Over subsequent centuries and millennia, the river channels on either side of the site migrated, creating more space for the temple complex to develop. Researchers were surprised to find that the eastern channel, until this study, not much more than a supposition, was more well-defined and perhaps even larger, and the channel to the west than the channel to the west, which archaeologists had previously focused on.
Yeah, quote, what also surprised us was the longevity of this eastern channel. It remains a very minor channel until the arrival of the Romans in the 1st century BC. We also have evidence of how the ancient Egyptians engineered the landscape. They may well have been impatient to expand their temple footprint as they dumped desert sands into a minor river channel that was already starting to silt up, adds Angus Graham.
Angus. This new knowledge of the temple's landscape has striking similarities to an ancient Egyptian creation myth, leading the team to believe that the decision to locate the temple here could have been linked to the religious views of its inhabitants.
Ancient Egyptian texts of the Old Kingdom say that the creator god manifested as high ground emerging from the lake. The island upon which Karnak was found is the only known such area of high ground surrounded by water in the area.
It's tempting to suggest that Theban elites chose Karnak's location for the dwelling place of a new form of the creator god, Amun, as it fitted the cosmogonical, is that how you pronounce it? Scene of high ground emerging from surrounding water, says Dr. Ben Pennington, lead author of the paper and a visiting fellow in the geoarchaeological archaeology at the University of Southampton.
Quote, later texts of the Middle Kingdom, circa 1980 to 1760 BC, developed this idea with the primeval mound rising from the waters of chaos. During this period, the abating of the annual flood would have echoed the scene, with the mound on which Karnak was built appearing to rise and grow from the receding waters. The paper was built upon the project's 2024 Nature Geoscience paper, which demonstrates how climatic and environmental changes have shaped the landscape of the Egyptian Nile Valley over the past 11,500 years.
The work was carried out under the auspices of the Egypt Exploration Society in London, with a permit from the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities in Egypt. Okay.
It's pretty fascinating.
Yeah.
I love all things about Egypt.
Okay. Well, there you have it. Great story.
All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it. We'll catch you in the morning.
Take care, everyone. Have a good day.